As you probably have seen recently, the Avengers are basically the cheat code to Chimps, one of the newest, best strategies out there. You just get 2 Avengers, put them a little far away, a stronger stimulant, a primary training, and this will basically destroy everything in Chimps mode. But will it destroy everything in Chimps mode for geared Chimps? So that's the question we're going to be seeing today, and it's going to be really, really fun. Geared Chimps is definitely one of those maps where not everything is going to work out, but in my opinion, trying to make things that don't work out on geared work on geared is one of the coolest things to do, and that's where we're going to be taking the Avengers here today. And I'm going to be seeing if I can get a whole bunch of cash bears. So these few Avengers are just only going to have 3 of them here. Are they going to be able to take what it takes to spin around the gears so many times and not get dizzy and maybe not throw up? I was always the type of kid who would throw up on the tire swing, so I definitely would not be able to do this, but maybe these guys will be able to do it. So starting off for the early game, I'm just going to be going into a round 18 heli. That's what I always did. I was trying to do some other things by like starting with some other towers, mermonkeys, but it just really wasn't getting me exactly what I wanted to do. It's very useful for many other things, but for this exact case, I needed something a little bit different. So we're going to be going for the heli right here, and then getting into Geraldo later on, because I'm going to be going for a refresh, which actually wasn't really needed in the first place. So technically I could have saved some money just by getting Geraldo early and using the Geraldo benefits to greed discounts and stuff like that or whatnot. So a little bit unoptimal in a few places, but that's alright. That usually happens for these runs on geared where there's a lot of Shinooking involved in this tower, and we're going into the Chinook with this heli. So we're just going to have this right here as a 002, trying to beat up a lot of these rounds, and then going for the Avengers. I'm going to bring in a mermonkey here to beat up like round 35. This is kind of where having Geraldo early would have saved maybe like $1,000, so I guess somebody could redo this if they want and go through all the Shinooking pain, because if I had like a glue, I could replace that mermonkey with just a single glue and whatnot and move along. So I'm going to be going for that. I'm going to be trying to get this downdraft right here. That's going to be really, really crucial for beating around 30, because I'll be able to blow back all of the ceramics right inside, and then I'll be able to move on into the mid game. So come back for that. So I got Chinook up, and this is where things start to get a little bit crazy. But honestly, this wasn't a lot of Shinooking. I've had games on Geared where there was a lot more towers to Chinook. I kind of just have these two villages. I set these villages up in specific spots so it would work very well against 98, so I wouldn't really have to spend a whole bunch to take out round 98. And I just have the stim, another berserker brew. If you want to get really crazy and do Shinooking like crazy, I believe it is possible to cut that berserker brew. I only have one discount, so I'll just be discounting from that side and moving over, and then I'll just be moving along these two, well, I guess it's just one Desperado, depending on which side needs 2 or 1, and then I can swap the stim out for the bee brew if something's going to be particularly difficult. So that's really it that I'm Shinooking. Really not a lot. There's a lot more towers that don't get Chinooked here, so it really isn't too crazy. But when it comes to the moment, especially swapping out the optimal placements for the stim and the berserker brew, it can be a little bit rough, and a lot of times this Shinooking doesn't go out the way you want, even if you think it's going to go very well. So in general, it just can get hard, even if it's easy. So that's kind of the moral of the story for Shinooking on Geared. And then on top of that, I think there's also just a lot of clutter with all the pets. Like, as more pets get added, every single Chimps game is just going to have a ton of pets walking around, and it makes the setups look a lot more messy and cluttered than they really are. Because if you look closely up, you'll be able to, oh, that's a pet, that's a dart monkey. It's not like there's 5 towers there, it's just like 2 dart monkeys and some random pets wandering about. But from far away, it kind of looks like there's a bajillion towers on the screen, but when you look up close, it's like, oh, that's the gecko. I don't even know what that's for. Is that for the sniper monkey? There's just too many of them. Oddly, the Dark doesn't have one, but I just have all of these enabled, so they're wandering about. It might be interesting to kind of turn them all off, but I kind of like them. Let me know what you think. I think they're pretty cool. So we're just going to be moving on here. Again, just Shinooking stuff around. None of these rounds are super difficult. I get Glue Storm up, and we'll be flying into the late game a little bit later. But first, I want to ask the question if anybody has tried this yet, because I know it's a little bit difficult to set up, I'm going to be honest. And with niche placements and stuff like that, I know a lot of people have hard enough time getting even like more basic placements done correctly. This definitely could be a little bit of a challenge. So I'm wondering what people think, if they've tried it out, what they've done with it, and what success they've gotten with it. So it's time to go into the late game, and first thing I want to say is that I did this run actually quite a bit of while before I did this voiceover. It's been some time since I did this voiceover, since when I did this run. I think it's like a week or something. So I don't know why I did not get primary training on those villages. Primary training is very good because you want to be buffing the Pierce so that they do a lot more damage. It might be because if I get primary training, the Desperados will then get range and lose a stack. That's probably why. I don't know if I did not know that you should always be getting primary training, but for some reason I just don't have it. I don't really know what the reason is, but we'll be moving along with that regardless. And I'm just setting everything up here. On round 98, the villages are going to be on each side of the entrance and exit, so it's going to be doing very good bulk damage right up front, and then it's also going to be able to clean up, and also the Chinook is doing very good job cleaning up. And round 97 is where things just have to get ready, and it looks to me that everything is ready. It's good to go, so that's pretty good. These guys are going to be able to take out these 2 ZOMGs, and then eventually I'll be able to Chinook 1 Desperado over to the other side. It would have been a little bit more convenient if I did that right before here, because I believe one of them should have been able to take it out, but if I did that before, I would have been able to have a better setup going into 100, which probably could have saved a little bit of cash having like the Chinook ready to move around. So I could have saved a little bit of money, I guess, from that, because I had to spend a little bit more to be able to beat round 100, but it's alright, I guess. This is going to go down just fine, and I'm going to be able to stall out for my ability to come back. If I had Chinooked earlier, as you would notice, I would have been able to get that 3rd Desperado in a more, I guess a better placement than just kind of standing there for the moment and then wasting a Chinook ability for round 100. But this is able to go down, double Genie. I'll need this for round 100. It will go along, and then I can Chinook another tower over. So I'm going to use the Glue Storm here early, put down the glue, some of those creepy idols at the back, Chinook 1 guy over, and then this will open up. If I had that Chinook open, I could have brought another and saved this blade trap, but we just have to use 2 blade traps. So that's like another $1,400 wasted, and I'll be finishing off with 74,000 cash berry. So with some optimizations, this wasn't the best run. Could probably get like 77,000 cash berry maybe. Probably a little bit higher, probably even closer to 80,000 cash bear, but yeah, really good strategy and can work on geared pretty well.
Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!